Hi students, welcome to the fourth topic of this chapter, concept of percentage. Let's start. So kids, what is percentage or percent? Yes, we sometimes call it percent. Let's take a simple example to understand. In a group of 3 girls and 4 boys, what is the ratio of girls to boys? Very simple. It's 3:4. We can also write it as a fraction, 3/4. Now, you have seen some features of ratios in the first video of this chapter. Out of those, feature 4 says that if we multiply the numerator and denominator of a ratio with the same number, the value of ratio does not change, and the new ratio is same as to the original ratio. So, let's try and do that here. Multiply numerator and denominator by 2. We get a new ratio, 6/8, which is same as original ratio, 3/4. By 3, 9/12. Again same as original. But remember one thing, these new ratios are same as original. It does not mean that we have 6 girls and 8 boys, or 9 girls, 12 boys. So, ratios are same, not the actual number. This simply means that for every 4 boys, we have 3 girls. For every 8 boys, 6 girls. For every 12 boys, 9 girls. Now, if we keep on multiplying like this and multiply with such a number that the denominator becomes 100, let's see what happens. So, multiply by 25. So, we get 75/100. This means that for every 100 boys, there are 75 girls. And whenever we find something for every 100, we call it per 100 or percent. Percentage is nothing but amount of one quantity with respect to another quantity, which is 100. 3/4 and 75/100 are nothing but equivalent fractions. So, when we write 3/4 as 75/100, it is also a fraction, but it is a special fraction in which denominator is 100. Such a fraction is called percentage. It is called percent too. So, if we have to write 3/4 as percent, we convert it to 75/100. And then the numerator 75 is written with a sign, 2 tiny circles divided by a slant line. You must have seen in the chapter of fractions why we write fractions like this. And since percentage is also fraction, it is also written in the same manner. And it is called percent, which means out of 100, because $1 is equal to 100 cents in America. So, this was the meaning of percentage. Let's say we have a rope, meaning we have one rope. So, how do we express 3/4 of the rope? We say that it is 75% of the total length. And what is half the length? It is 1/2 or 50%. You might have heard in cricket matches that a team has 50% chance of winning. Another example, if we divide a circle in 2 equal halves, both are 50% of the complete circle. And if we divide any half further into more halves, each half becomes 25%. Kids, remember that percentage is not equal to the actual value. Percentage is with respect to a complete or total amount. So, actual length of half the rope is not 1/2, but half the rope is 50% of the total length of the rope. Now, let's see what type of questions we have to solve in percentages. There are mainly 2 types. One, when we have to find the percentage when actual number is given. And 2, when we have to find the actual number when percentage is given. Let's solve some examples now. Let's start with type 1, finding percentage. Suppose you score 20 marks out of 25 in a unit test. What percent marks did you score? It is very simple actually. You scored 20 out of 25. So it can be written as 20 upon 25. And when we have to find percentage, we have to find per 100, which means we have to convert denominator into 100. So we multiply denominator by 4. But to keep the value of fraction same, we have to multiply numerator by 4 too. So we get 80 by 100. And now we can simply say that answer is the numerator, 80 per 100 or 80%. We can easily solve this using unitary method, which we learned in the last video. So in 25, you scored 20 marks. In 1, we have to divide 20 by 25. So in 100, because we have to find per 100. Now we multiply. So 20 by 25 into 100. 25 cancels 100. So 4. And 20 into 4 is 80. So answer is 80%. Let's solve another question. In any question, first look for what is asked. In this question, what is asked? Let's see. Read the last line. What is the percentage of girls in this school? So, let's write what we have to find. Percentage of girls. Alright, but to find percentage of girls, we have to find the number of girls. Is that given in the question? Let's read the question. If there are 1600 students in your school, so total number of students is given. So let's write that. Total students 1600, out of which 1200 are boys. So total number of boys is given. Write that. So we can find the number of girls if we subtract number of boys from total number. That is 1600 minus 1200, 400. So now we know the number of girls, 400. Finding percentage is easy now. But remember, we will find percentage of girls in total students and not in total number of boys. So we have to do 400 upon total students, 1600 into 100. We can't do number of girls upon number of boys. 400 by 1200. It will be wrong. So now 400 cancels 1600, 4, and 100 upon 4 is 25. So 25% is the answer. So to calculate the percentage, we do number upon total into 100. This is a straightforward formula, but we get the formula from unitary method only. Now, let's look at the second type of question, in which we have to find the actual number when percentage of a quantity is given. Suppose I give you 10 chocolates and you eat 20% of them. How many are remaining? So, to calculate how many are remaining, you have to find how many you have eaten. You have eaten 20%. But what is the actual number of chocolates that you have eaten? Now, you know that percent means per 100. So 20% means 20 upon 100 or 1 upon 5. But this is not the actual number. So let's find the actual number by unitary method. In 100, you have eaten 20. So in 1, divide. So 20 by 100. So in 10, multiply 20 by 100 into 10, meaning 2. So you have eaten 2. So remaining is 10 minus 2 equal to 8. So to find the actual number, convert the percentage into a fraction by dividing by 100 and then multiplying the fraction with the total number. Let's try another question. Alright, so in any question, first always look for what you have to find. Here, the last line says, how much will you save in 6 months? Okay, but save what? So, now read the entire question. The question is, your pocket money is 200 rupees per month. You save 30% of this amount every month. How much will you save in 6 months? So, to find the savings in 6 months, you must know how much you will save in 1 month. And it is said in the question that you save 30% of your pocket money. So, what is the actual number? Convert percentage into fraction. 30 upon 100 into total 200. So, 100 cancels 200. 2. 30 into 2, 60. So you save 60 rupees every month. Now unitary method again. In 1 month, 60 rupees. In 6 months, more. Multiply. 6 into 60, 360 rupees. Let us summarize the concept now. Percentage of a number is nothing but the numerator of the fraction written as another fraction with denominator 100. Numerator is the percentage here. And what about the questions? You will get two types of questions. One, when you have to convert an actual number into percentage. You do this as number upon total into 100. And 2, when you have to convert percentage into actual number. To do this, you divide the percentage by 100 to convert it into fraction and then multiply by total. Just remember, when you find percentage, you multiply by 100, and when you find actual number, you divide by 100. Alright, so this topic is over and the chapter is almost complete. One topic left, speed, distance and time, which we will study in the next video.